Tour de France History and Facts. Tour de France History and Facts. The Tour de France is one of the most prestigious and famous cycling races in the world. It was first held in 1903 and has since become an annual event, with the exception of the years during the two world wars. Here are some key highlights from the history of the Tour de France along with interesting facts. Inception. The Tour de France was created by newspaper Lotto as a means to boost its circulation. The first race started on July 1, 1903, with 60 cyclists participating. Longevity. The Tour has been held every year since its inception, making it one of the longest-running sporting events in history. Yellow jersey. The iconic yellow jersey, or maillot jaune, was introduced in 1919 to identify the race leader. The color was chosen because Lotto printed on yellow paper. Route and length. The race route changes each year but generally covers approximately 3,500 kilometers, 2,200 miles. The total distance varies, with the longest edition being 5,745 kilometers, 3,570 miles, in 1926. Mountains classification. The Tour de France features mountain stages where riders earn points based on their performance. The King of the Mountains jersey, or polka dot jersey, is awarded to the best climber. Multiple victories. The record for the most overall victories in the Tour de France is held by Belgian cyclist Eddy Merckx, who won the race 5 times between 1969 and 1974. Lance Armstrong. American cyclist Lance Armstrong achieved 7 consecutive Tour de France victories from 1999 to 2005. However, he was later stripped of his titles after admitting to doping. Time trials. The Tour includes individual and team time trials, where riders compete against the clock. These stages can significantly impact the overall standings. Iconic climbs. The Tour de France is known for its challenging mountain stages, featuring famous climbs such as Alpe d'Huez, Mont Ventoux, and Col du Tourmalet. Other jerseys. In addition to the yellow jersey, other distinctive jerseys include the green jersey, points classification, the white jersey, best young rider, and the polka dot jersey, mountains classification. Popular spectator sport. The Tour de France attracts millions of spectators along the race route each year, making it one of the most watched sporting events globally. International appeal. While the race primarily takes place in France, it often crosses into neighboring countries. In recent years, stages have been held in Belgium, Switzerland, Spain, and the United Kingdom. Women's Tour de France. After years of advocacy, a women's version of the Tour de France was reintroduced in 2022. It consists of 8 stages and aims to promote gender equality in cycling. Prize money. The overall winner of the Tour de France receives a substantial cash prize, as well as a prestigious spot in cycling history. Cultural impact. The Tour de France has become deeply ingrained in French culture and has inspired numerous books, documentaries, and films. Time bonuses. From 1905 to 1969, time bonuses were awarded to the winners of each stage. These bonuses were deducted from the overall time of the riders, which added an extra element of tactics and strategy to the race. War years. The Tour de France was not held during the two world wars. In 1914 to 1918 and 1940 to 1946, the race was suspended due to the conflicts. It resumed in 1947 after the end of World War II. Unique jerseys. In the early years of the Tour, various colored jerseys were used to denote different classifications. For example, a white jersey was awarded to the best-placed rider under 21 years old, a red jersey was given to the leader of the mountains classification, and a green jersey represented the leader of the points classification. Time trial records. The fastest individual time trial in Tour de France history was set by Chris Boardman in 1994. He completed the 7.2-kilometer, 4.5-mile stage at an average speed of 55.152 kilometers per hour, 34.227 miles per hour. Longest stage. The longest stage in Tour de France history occurred in 1919. It was a staggering 482 kilometers, 299 miles, from Le Havre to Paris. This exceptionally long stage was due to transportation limitations after World War I. Fastest average speed. The highest average speed for a complete Tour de France was achieved in 2005 by Lance Armstrong. He covered the entire distance of 3,592 kilometers, 2,232 miles, at an average speed of 41.654 kilometers per hour, 25.910 miles per hour. Youngest and oldest winners. The youngest rider to win the Tour de France is Henri Cornet, who was just 19 years old when he won in 1904. On the other hand, the oldest winner is Firmin Lambot, who was 36 years old when he won in 1922. Team time trial. Team time trials have been a part of the Tour de France at various points in its history. This is a discipline where teams of riders race against the clock. The last team time trial was held in 2018, and it has not been a regular feature since then. Time gap records. The largest time gap between the first and second-placed riders in the overall classification occurred in 1952 when Fausto Coppi won with a lead of 28 minutes and 17 seconds over the runner-up, Stan Ockers. Broadcast reach. The Tour de France is broadcast in over 190 countries, reaching millions of viewers worldwide. It is estimated that the race attracts a cumulative global audience of around 3.5 billion people each year. The Tour de France is a captivating sporting event with a rich history and many fascinating stories. From legendary rivalries to astonishing athletic performances, the race continues to captivate fans and cyclists alike. Thanks for watching.